Neo San Francisco, 2064 AD. The world thrives on a constant flow of groundbreaking technology. Cybernetic augmentation and genetic modification allow the repair and enhancement of almost any part of a human body. Millions of people jack into virtual worlds every day to work, play, and connect with one another with advanced brain-to-machine technology. Easier access to genetic modification leaves hybrids walking the streets, looking less human every day. However, some can't keep up with the fast-paced changes around them. They say that ROMs, now commonplace thanks to parallax, are leading humans to a place where we can never come back, losing the survival skills that we have relied on for millennia. Relationship organizational managers are compiled with virtual intelligence and can seem human-like in their interactions. But despite the marketing hype, at their core, they are only brainless machines. Organizations, like the Human Revolution, seek to slow the relentless pace of progress, fearing that unchecked technology will make us lose the very things that make us human. High above the rising tension below, a parallax engineer has blurred the line even further. And with this, humanity's destiny will be altered forever.
Interesting game. It's a visual novel, as I stated in the title. I think it's a pretty lengthy game too, actually.
Neo San Francisco.
Alright, we already saw this. We're not going through that again.
The world thrives on a constant flow.
Appreciate you though, commentator. Appreciate you though. Okay, maybe not so sweet. Musty might be a better descriptor. This is like one of those, I would say it's a point and click, but it's not, I'm not using a computer at all, so it's more like a movie analog click, I guess. What's that to items? These are those GX Ultra Beats you have to do a product review on. They're smart headphones, so you should be able to use them with some things lying around your apartment. Can I use them with the sink? I didn't do any of this before. You can hear the sink gurgling in high def. Really? I don't want to listen to that. Would we even really know what the hell that sounds like? You sync up the headphones. You sync up the headphones to listen to a live stream of a cooking show about making ramen using household materials. Unfortunately, you learned that mustard and spoiled milk aren't quite enough to make good ramen. I tried making ramen noodles once and forgot to put water in the bowl before putting it in the microwave, so I'm no better. Anyway, okay, that should be enough testing for the headphones review. Your accountability remains intact right away. Alright, can I use it with... How could I use it with paper? What the fuck? This page is blank. All of it useless. Could have found that out without the headphones. All blank. There's nothing to read or hear. Alright. No, don't listen. It's not a good vibe. The plant? Talking about, I'm pretty sure the plant's got a very good vibe to it. You touch the poster and a YMO begins playing in your ears. That was a very short song. That must have been a test or something. You know, you're getting paid to write this review. No one expects you to be this morally grounded. What are you talking about? You scan the book with your finger and the audio file begins to play. Good voice acting. I don't know what you're talking about. You're confusing me. Calm down. You're not going to get audited on your Times headphones used quota. I'm just trying to use them on the random items in my building, in my house. Can I use them on my bed? The headphones detect that you're laying down and begin to play some soothing ocean sound effects. So they like respond to the things that I'm currently doing. That's actually kind of cool. That's actually pretty cool. Sleek hums and blips sound secure. Let's hope so. Let's Lappy. The GXO should be synced automatically as you start to watch a live concert from Oakland. I feel like that's like automated at that point, because I mean, unless I chose that, then I'll leave that be. You're pretty hot there, Lappy. Like, literally hot. Overheating, as usual. Let's boot up Lappy. Lappy is a bit of a relic. You have an article due tonight. Better finish it before bed. Okay today. Look at okay today. Okay Today is Neo SF's most beloved morning show, all about news and entertainment. People in Neo, Oklahoma are still confused by the name, as they should be. This is the show's online newspaper called The Scanline. Okay Today is usually all about feel-good news, but it does focus on serious current events at times as well. I wonder if that would be convenient for me later on in the game. I'm all for conveniences and coincidences. I find them to be quite useful. A story about the human revolution. Okay, please don't go any further with that. Human revolution remains vigilant in #StayHuman protests in Upper Market. December 19th, the human revolution is on day 10 of their protesting outside various genius clinics around the city, including those in the East Bay and down the peninsula. Words like that fuck me up. Genesis, the gene splicing treatment facility, has been met with much controversy since the organization reached mainstream exposure over the past few years. Genesis employee Mort Crane spoke to OK Today exclusively. According to him, most Genesis workers are up in arms, claiming they're being terrorized in their own city. We're here to help people who need gene therapy for their own personal reasons, whatever they are, said Crane. Individual rights have always been of paramount importance to us, he continued, and we believe that our customers have the right to live as they please or require. Is that Crane right there with his shit-eating grin? The human revolution stands behind their claim that Genesis is diluting the human experience by providing hybrids with gene splicing treatments. The group feels that the goals stated by Genesis, in addition to newer cybernetic technology, are warping humanity into a very scary, dark future. They're playing God in the most senseless of ways. We were born human. Who are we to mess with our genes and start turning everybody into who knows what, said one protester who asked to remain anonymous. It's ridiculous and scary. It's not human. It's morbid. More information to follow as this story develops late into the holiday 2064 season. June Volmer Anna. Okay Today. Well, ain't that about something? I guess this game is gonna be about body modifications.
Hey, it's Charlie Nova, host of Star in the Stratosphere and Tonight in the Stars. Join Ryan D. Josio and the Hassy Boys for our 10th annual TMI New Year's Eve special, where I'll interview some of the hottest celebrities and find out what their plans are for 2065. Tune in or join us live at Union Square for the big show, starting at 10 p.m.
Okay, that surprised the hell. I was not expecting that. A story about our hometown Neo SF 49ers. Really? So San Francisco. I don't know why I didn't pick up on that sooner. The Neo SF 49ers hashtag quest 410 is back on. December 19th, Sunday's big game at New Candlesticks brings an important question to everyone's mind. Can the 49ers punch their ticket to the playoffs and bring the Lombardi Trophy back to Neo San Francisco? It would mark the first win since the move to New Candlestick after an almost 50-year hiatus from the city. Since returning, they've had disappointing losses to the New York Giants and the Mexico City Luchadors. They brought on a fresh coach, but controversy surrounds the new quarterback, Patricia Lopez, as some vocal sports fans continue to accuse her of having illegal cybernetic enhancements. Certain modifications of implants are banned by the league, but their official reports state that their repeated investigations to Lopez found no evidence to substantiate these rumors. I probably still fucked that word up. I am sorry for that. It's relevant to point out that Lopez is the first woman to ever be quarterback in a major football team. The 49ers look to reclaim their top spot since their last win with their Super Bowl LXXIX victory over the Tokyo Titans. The Tokyo Titans, GG. Sunday's game is a rubber match, and the winner secures a spot in the playoffs. Between our Neo SF 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs, it'll be a close game to say the least. Kansas City Chiefs, but you can't get the fucking Titans. Tennessee Titans. Catch Sunday's result here first. For all things everything, I'm June Vollmer Anna. Okay, today. I don't know how I feel about that. Let me also go to the last one too. A story about a broken down Froyo stand? Please. Go more in detail about that. Golden State Park vandalism on the rise. December 19th, reports show that local foodie booth JJ's Froyo stand was destroyed last night in what appears to be another case of a rogue ROM committing an act of vandalism. Like a robot? Or what? The cart was evidently attacked and damaged by a large ROM that had no shell. Witnesses state the alleged perpetrator has been randomly appearing at night before lumbering back into the nearby trees on the western side of the park. This is the first case of a ROM being reported to live on its own in the wild as a stray. Police say that tracking down a potential owner of the ROM is likely impossible. Some speculate that the strange ROM may have been framed by vandals who set their crime deliberately to make it appear to have been carried out by the ROM, rogue or under orders. OK Today reached out to Parallax for comment, and they assured us that the rogue ROM is purely a myth that tends to pop up conveniently when low-revenue businesses have the urge to file an insurance claim. Parallax did not appreciate the reports of vandalism being attributed to their models. So there's robots in this game, huh? I thought they were just body modifications, which is not that unheard of. I mean, we do it in today's time. So. This is like way in the future, so I guess robots being in the game wouldn't be, it's not that far-fetched. Is this Wild ROM the real deal, or could it be a fairy tale created by those looking to make a quick buck? Or perhaps there's something else to be gained. More as the story progresses. Mel Hopkins, OK Today. There's a lot of people working for OK Today. OK Today is the job to have. Not whatever the fuck I'm doing. Alright, just YouTube. This is Lips Live, the premier online video network. This app is like a mesh of all active streams. Okay. The GX Ultra Beats sync to Lappy automatically as you connect to one of the less pornographic feeds. Your best options are usually limited to video game streams, old concert recordings, and live cams of baby animals. Your choice is clear. Lappy speakers feel neglected, but now you have the first-hand experience needed to start actually writing the review. The first part of work is done. You're so accomplished. Thank you. I feel that thing that is that. Appreciate you. Your inbox. A hell so terrifying, so specific, so personal that no other living thing should dare enter. Luckily, you're the only person with the password. Oh. Huh. Jesus Christ. I have a lot going on my computer. Get cheap crash. Only 99 credits for 30-day supply, 212 stems. Alright, yeah, that's what spam will look like. Let's read some scam. Hello there, I am Princess Emma Thomas. Yes, the Princess Emma, heiress to the digital empire of the Horse Fortune. I write you today as I need your help to secure my great fortune. You see, it has become frozen and I need to transfer it to at least 5 different accounts or the World Bank will seize my credits, amounting to 420,194.1 credits. I am hitting L2 and the fucking thing is going anyways. Please, if you could send your personal credit ID marker to me immediately so that I can send you your 20% of the fortune. I'll only require that you send half back upon receipt of the funds. Half of my 20%? You may keep the rest of the money. The best part, there's literally nothing that can go wrong other than, me getting shammed. So grab yourself some Vegemite and welcome to the queendom. What is this email? It's scams, what it is. I have a bill? I don't want to read that. Fuck it, let's read it. Your account is past due in the amount of 1,396.4 credits. Failure to restore your account may result in termination of service. Power plant power. Oh, that's my power bill. Ah, yes, that age-old choice between food or electricity. Hey there, I'm the lead editor for WTF Sounds, formerly OMG Sounds. We're a new, up-and-coming audio review feed looking for hot talent who need a platform for their work. We'd love to feature any product reviews you'd like to do for us. We'd be able to give you some great exposure, and if we like your stuff, could possibly throw some creds your way. I love creds. Don't they know people die of exposure? But I love creds. Oh, I'm conflicted. According to this email, your rent is nearly due. Better get that article submitted soon. I think I accomplished that already. I was told I got the seal of approval, damn it. A coupon for 5.05 credit. 5 point credits back on a Hassie Infinity. A Hassie Infinity has all of your daily calories, but none of the nutritional value, like the opposite of a diet version. Cool. No, that's not cool at all. An invite to come see the lighting ceremony of the Christmas tree downtown from your friends at Dr. Trisha Lee DDS. Why would your dentist invite you to a lightning ceremony? Feels like a trap. Probably a trap. It's a trap. Any invitation is a trap. This is your weekly update from Vintage Tech, your #1 source for classic technology. Don't know why I said it like that. Popular pieces this week: The King of Click, a retrospective on the classic model and keyboard. Unsubscribe from newsletter. Why would I want to unsubscribe? I gotta see option that. Request denied. Subscription cannot be modified. Well, fuck you too. Well read. I got a trophy. I'm not gonna look at it because you guys will not be able to see it. It said I did the thing. Journalogic isn't the fanciest program, but it's the only word editor that still gets updates for a machine as old as yours. The hell kind of, what am I running on? Alright, time to get the work out of the way. Let's do this. I thought I did this already. Selling your soul, bit by bit, character by character. Finished. Now to send it off to the editor. There, your big break. Truly your glowing review of GX Ultra Beast is your ticket out of poverty and into a book deal, surely. Work is finally out of the way. Time for bed. Alright, time for bed. Log out, please. Am I logging out? Oh. Yeah, log out. I don't think there's anything more for me to do here. So let's just go to bed. I can talk to my bed. This bed only chats back when you're sleep talking. It's not the most well-designed function. It's not supposed to talk to me at all. You're home within your home. Nothing like curling up under those blankets and skipping away for a while. Alright, let's just go to bed. Go to sleep. Man, like, I like the way this thing is, like, I love the pixels. I haven't played a game like this ever, I think, in my life. What in the fuck? I thought my door was locked, sir. Alright, what are you getting off of my computer? You better stay away from my porn, alright? I hope I don't have much on there.
Ah, good. You're finally awake.
Just chilling in my room all night, huh?
I'm honestly not sure why most humans still have such lengthy sleep cycles. It seems rather inconvenient.
So sometimes you just don't want to get up, okay? Sometimes you wake up and then you'd be like, you know what? 5 more minutes. And then 5 more minutes turns into 10 more minutes, and 10 more minutes turns into 20 more minutes, then 20 more minutes turns into an hour, and the cycle repeats until you actually feel like you need to get up.
Are you significantly opposed
Unless you
to
have a job or
cybernetic
something.
augments?
What? Yes, go with that. What?
Oh, I hope you don't mind. While you were asleep, I had some spare time on my hands, so I reorganized your records and entertainment media using BISAC. Once that was done, I found the cleanliness of your living and workspace to be suboptimal conditions for the long-term performance of my micro-actuators. So I took the liberty of cleaning the place up a bit.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, that paper that was on the ground is not there anymore. And that's about it. Like, did you literally just pick up one piece of paper, or am I missing something else?
As you awoke, I was attempting to interface and make performance adjustments to your personal computer, but I've run into a bit of a snag.
You broke my computer, didn't you? While you're here, we'll call the cops. How did you get in here in the first place?
I came in through the door, of course.
Smart
The
ass, huh?
cryptographic algorithms it uses are actually quite atrocious. It only took me 17 trillion clock cycles to break your entry code.
17 trillion? I mean, you seem pretty happy about that. I'd be pretty disappointed, especially for you to be a robot.
It looks rather imposing, but it's actually a knockoff of the SecuGate M/14723-B.
The SecuGate M14.
Don't feel too bad. I actually cheated a bit when I cross-referenced likely numeric combinations against the stored personal data on you. I'm not certain why you picked the birthday of your first dog, but it would be sufficiently obscure to defeat most casual attempts to enter. Frankly, I felt a little silly that I took the time to do all that once I noticed that the lock on your window is broken. And that you left it open.
I did, in fact, leave it open, but that's just to get the ventilation in here, right? You know, electricity's been a bit tight around here. You know, my dog's birthday.
I know a lot of things. Honestly, it would have taken me longer if I had to enter the codes manually, but it was trivial to slice through the door's firewall and try against the stored data directly. I would suggest investing in an Insect Model 1355 automatic security door. The 1385 is newer, but I find the added attack vector introduced by the integrated voice commands isn't worth the convenience.
You fucking nerd. I didn't ask you any of that. Don't disrespect my door, man. Alright, it's my door.
The 1355 also has 300 5-star reviews on Congo.
300 5-star reviews on Congo. How many does mine have? Wait, can I ask how many reviews my door has? And why did I buy that one over that one? That just doesn't seem practical. If one has better reviews, why wouldn't I go with that one? Was this one just cheaper? Windows lock is broken. Even I knew that already.
Yes, I attempted to repair it, but it uses a proprietary unsanitary bolt head I am not equipped to remove.
What I don't get is how would I not know that my own window is broken if there's a thing in between that looks like a book? I thought it was like a wood thing that was kind of holding it up. Why else would I put it there?
I took the liberty of filing a maintenance request with your building superintendent. Considering the speed at which he has historically worked, I estimate it will take him 16 working days to complete the repair.
It's amazing.
Not quite to my standards.
How you can go through a conversation this long with somebody and not know their name. So what was that about my computer?
Unfortunately, your motherboard seems to have had a critical failure while I was attempting to remove some particularly nasty malware.
Oh, yeah?
An electrical surge caused significant damage to several other components as well. I would consider it no great loss, though.
Alright.
Why were you using that dinosaur to begin with?
It's none of your business. All my work was on there.
Don't fret.
I won't.
I did manage to back up your data drive's contents on my storage before the crash. Additionally, I am willing to serve as your personal computer until you can procure a replacement or provide the parts necessary for me to make the repairs.
Okay.
It is the least I can do.
It's probably the most you can do for me at this point. That's nice and all, but you still haven't told me why you're here.
I'm sorry.
Let alone your name.
I wasn't trying to engage you in any sort of subterfuge, but I tend to ramble on a bit when I'm nervous.
You tend to not move your mouth sometimes too. I don't know if that's because you can like skip the text with anything. The analog triggers it doesn't matter. Any button on this controller and you can skip the text. It's the weirdest thing
I have
ever.
all the necessary protocols, but I've never actually spoken to another person besides Hayden until now.
Hayden. You know Hayden Weber?
Well, saying I know Hayden is putting it simply, but yes.
I haven't seen Hayden in over a year. Where is he?
I don't really know. That's why I'm here.
Did you just punch me?
Help me. You aren't quite my only hope, but you're certainly the most statistically supported.
I'm the most statistically supported, but I'm not your only hope. Then who else can we depend on? And why not have them come here as well? Well, not here, somewhere else. But like we can meet together and then like find something else. I don't know. What makes you believe that?
I ran an algorithm against every contact in Hayden's address book. Based on the combined deductions of personal profile, directness of connection to Hayden, occupational skill, and probable motive, you were the candidate most likely to both be able and willing to help me.
So you know my willingness just off of some algorithms, huh?
And the one least likely to be suspected of doing so.
Oh, okay. You must have heard of my stealth skill. That's probably what that is. I never looked for a missing person, but I could try. Why should I get involved? I haven't seen Hayden in forever. I seem kind of curious about Hayden. I mean, I asked about him before, so... I mean, I got something to do with Hayden, I would assume. I've never looked for a missing person, but I could try.
The numbers don't lie about your investigative skills, but I will admit your total lack of recent successes is worrisome.
Journalist guy. That's me. Like, I'm journalist guy. I'm not detective guy. I'm not cop guy. I'm journalist person thing. Human guy who like writes in a notebook. But like why is it that what's my recent success rate? Please tell me that. I mean, we'll see about that, but I mean,
Don't worry. If Hayden trusted you, I trust you. You're strong-willed and capable. If anything, it's worth trying for Hayden. Earlier tonight, Hayden's apartment was assaulted by some persons unknown to me.
You didn't do anything?
He seemed frightened, terrified even, and instructed me to escape. I crawled out of a window and, after some deliberation, hurried here. I heard them breaking down the door as I left.
Ooh, spooky. Was anyone out for Hayden?
I don't know. I'm not certain who would benefit the most from taking Hayden prisoner. Admittedly, Hayden has become increasingly paranoid as of late, and has warned me to stay alert, but he would never specify anyone I should fear when I asked. It's not as though he has any obvious enemies. There are several multinational corporations that could make use of his engineering skills, but I can't imagine any of them would go as far as snatching him.
None with malicious intent, huh? Why would they want Hayden?
He is one of the top researchers at Parallax, but there's no way that alone would be enough to get him kidnapped.
Wasn't like the last question I asked and this question like virtually the same thing? Probably not. Like, probably not.
I suspect it has to do with me.
Who are you anyway? What do you have to do with it?
Ah, excuse me.
Like, I wait this long into the conversation to fucking ask what somebody's name is.
I forgot to introduce myself. I've never had the pleasure of doing so before.
And apparently I've never talked to somebody before because I never asked their fucking name in the beginning of a conversation. I mean, I understand that he broke into my home, but I mean, he's been here for a while, so at this point he's made himself comfortable by standing in the middle of my room and not moving anywhere.
I am Turing.
Turing, huh?
I know this must sound quite unflattering, but I suppose you could describe me as one of Hayden's experiments. He's currently researching advanced machine intelligence at Parallax. I am a personal side project of his. Exploring true artificial sapience.
Sapience?
It's possible that the idea of a sapient machine could scare or tempt an organization into kidnapping him.
I get the feeling that you're gonna make me look up a lot of words in the dictionary online as I'm listening to you talk, and I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Either to stop his research, or to take it and use it for themselves.
So, Chatty, what makes you so special?
A regular ROM has virtual intelligence.
Oh yeah, what is yours, like physical/real life intelligence?
They can appear
fuck's the
rather
difference?
smart, even human-seeming when you talk
Especially
to them.
in your case, even human seeing when you talk to them.
But they're just cleverly programmed to respond to a variety of situations in an organic manner. They aren't in any way self-deterministic. As for myself, much of my code wasn't actually written by Hayden, but rather compiled during my infancy as I learned to interact with the world around me. But despite my ability to self-modify my code...
Oh, sad bleep bloop blop. What does that mean?
I am afraid to adapt or develop any further without Hayden's guidance.
Why's that?
Did he only program me with the illusion of free will?
How would you know one way or the other?
How would you? Hayden once told me that his desire to create artificial life stemmed from his need to find out. But I can't say I have any new insight into the question. How can any of us tell that we aren't just puppets dancing to someone else's will?
I think we're getting a little too philosophical here. We need to both calm down.
You're right. I apologize for the tangent.
And I apologize for allowing you to go on said tangent. Well then, I guess we should get started.
Indeed, time is of the essence. I took the liberty of charging the auto cab fare from here to Hayden's apartment to your personal finance account, and the car has just arrived.
Well, ain't that convenient? See, I told you I like conveniences. The hell are convenient? I can totally afford that. Either way, why not go to the police? They might not be here to help. Okay, bobblehead, I'll help, but this better be a story here. I can totally afford that. Lead the way. It's not like I got, electricity and food I gotta, worry about.
strange.
What?
Well, the door for our home seems to have already been repaired.
Which door?
I'm certain my audio sensors picked up the sounds of his assailants breaking the lock.
Of which door? You might have misheard. You were busy running away.
Maybe. But I find it unlikely. My audio sensors are more sensitive than a human's ear, and I heard Hayden's voice clearly as I made my tactical retreat.
Alright, you could have just said you fucking ran away. You don't gotta make it slow down.
At best, it means someone is aware there's a situation here. Let's proceed carefully.
Right.
Oh, a lucky break.
What's up?
It seems my access codes still work. Hayden's door has far better security than yours does.
I bet it does, especially when I don't know what fucking door it is. I don't know if it's the one that looks like it has a dynamite on the wall, or if it's the one that's like on the far right, that big door over there. I would imagine it's that door, you know what I'm saying? Because important people tend to have a bigger door, typically anyways. You made your point about the door. Let's just head in. Are you sure he was actually kidnapped, Turing?
I do not make a habit of entering people's homes in the middle of the night without permission for no reason.
Okay.
Breaking and entering is just not a sustainable hobby. So
I
yes,
guess
I am quite certain.
you broke into my home, but you did have a reason. But does that make it forgivable is the real question.
I saw it happen myself.
So.
I should have stayed and tried to protect him. I doubt he could have fought off a serious assault.
Isn't there usually whenever I would see something about robots being involved in like humanity or whatever, there's usually like this rule that robots can't harm humans. So even if you would have tried to protect them, I don't know if that would have worked out too well in your case. I mean, I don't know if that's the case in this world, but that's usually the case with these kind of things.
Hayden is not the most physically intimidating of individuals.
Aren't you programmed against harming humans? See, I was just saying that.
Of course not. How silly. To make a machine intelligence truly self-deterministic, it must be able to self-modify. Any sapient worth their silicon would be able to code around such an inhibitor eventually. I could rip your arm off right now if I cared to.
Alright. Let's just go with the fucking, just ripping arms off, alright? Comforting, Turing. Why don't you?
I won't for the same reason you don't go around randomly killing people. The social contract, as a useful construct, is just as apparent to me as it is to you.
Fair enough.
It simply isn't acceptable to go on a murderous rampage.
Glad we're clear on that one.
Self-defense and defense of one's home and family is typically allowed, though. I could have and may even have been obligated to come to Hayden's defense.
May even have been obligated.
But
yet you ran. He told you to run away. There's nothing to feel guilty about. You did the right thing by escaping.
Excellent point. Let's start searching for clues.
Okay. What we got here? A memory card. Looks interesting. It looks like an old high-density memory card. Something in the room might be able to read it. Fuck. Burped. A ROM component in Hayden's headset. He must have been in the middle of working on something. A few vintage video game consoles. Hayden was always a fan of old tech. There's a Mega-16, a Duro, and even a Family Link. Family Link, huh? You sync to the TV and listen to boring news in high def. I didn't learn anything from the news. The television is looping through some of Hayden's feeds. tech banter, Ted's code tips, augmented eye. That seems important. You labeled it in pink, I imagine.
Oh, I think I see something under those reference books.
Oh, really? A tablet.
Ah, that device. I find it rather annoying that he prefers to go basic rather than entrust me with his schedule.
Maybe he doesn't do everything. Not everything involves his schedule
within my
turning.
skill set, but he claims he does not want me to begin to feel subservient to him.
Oh, that's understandable.
It looks like there's a place here for a physical memory card.
Hey, I found a memory card earlier. Why didn't I pick up that memory card earlier? I just left it on the ground. I looked at it, just left it on the ground. Oh, well, man, that's pretty cool. Huh? Let's keep moving on. Swipe your ID card across the monitor. I mean, because, like, you can imagine anything, like, regarding, like, memory cards or anything like that. And we're, like, in the future. Anything tech-wise is going to be useful. So it's, like, it's automatically necessary to pick it up. Like, or am I wrong for using
the
that
natural light that this apartment affords. This window here is where I escaped from. It is a considerable distance to the ground below.
Are you sturdy enough to survive that kind of fall?
Critical system damage would be unlikely, but I would certainly have damaged my legs beyond repair, so...
Wouldn't that be critical system damage? Your legs wouldn't work.
I took the fire escape.
What a smart ROM you are. Of course you did. Comparing a 9D picture to a nice photograph, not so good for your self-esteem. Who cares about my self-esteem? It's not about me. He is a bald guy. Pictures of Hayden traveling all over the world, working at a company like Parallax ensures you'll be more than well off. He remind me of Uncle Stan, I ain't gonna lie. Like if Uncle Stan wore glasses. He asked you to tag along on a trip to Dallas a long time ago. It was too expensive, but he looks happy here. There's 3 pictures, I'd imagine, yeah. Where in the world was he here? Big hat. This plant is doing much better than the one at home. Can I plug my headphones into it? Yes, I can. It's bad manners to listen in to... Fuck, yo.
Hayden spends so much of his time at home building ROMs, as if he doesn't do enough of that at work.
Hey, sometimes you work at home. Listen, you enjoy what you do so much, you gotta do it at home. Our ROM only needs a few parts to get a voice, like Turing has. Maybe this one's better as it is, after all. What, am I annoyed by his voice? Did I plug in that memory card? No, I did not.
Hayden must have removed the memory card in order to prevent his assailants from easily tracing his connections. If only he had kept his information stored with me, he would not have had to resort to such crude measures.
Interesting. The tablet's calendar says he was supposed to meet with someone named Tomcat today. Ring any digital bells?
Not really. I guess we'll have to go ask.
Ask who?
Says here they were going to meet at a club called Stardust, located in the Castro district.
Castro district.
I'll mark it on your city map.
I have a map? Where? Stardust headed to the city map.
We can head over there and ask around about this Tomcat character.
Alright.
Perhaps they can shine some light on why Hayden was snatched.
And his name will be in red, I would assume. My city map?
Oh, excuse me. I still haven't set up a user account for you in my system.
Alright.
We shouldn't put that off any longer. Once finished, I will have an assortment of new ways to assist you. For example, I'll be able to reroute any call or message that you receive while we're out and about.
I accidentally
I
hit the
just
trigger.
need to ask you a few questions. This is an exciting thing, I promise.
Don't you know literally everything about me already? You knew my first dog's birthday. Well, sorry. You knew my fucking dog's birthday and I don't know you. I just learned your name like, what, 20 minutes ago? Or however long it took us to get here?
This is just how things are done. I'm certain I could spend a few quadrillion clock cycles to bypass that part of my operating system, but that seems less efficient than just running the setup program.
Quadrillion clocks. I don't even know what how many zeros is that? That's confusing as hell. Don't bring up numbers like that again, please.
So, here we go. Welcome to the first-time user setup for your new relationship and organizational manager, running the latest build of Parallax's live intelligence processing system. I'll need to ask you a few questions, and then you can get right to managing your life with your new ROM. If you have any questions, feel free to consult our online FAQ and setup guide, or contact our support department directly. First, could you tell me your preferred name for use in account creation, online communications, and conversational speech?
Let's just keep it simple for now. I'm a simple guy. Yes, I gotta stay true to myself at the end of the day.
Do you wish to keep this name?
Yes.
Thank you. I have input your name. Next, could you tell me which pronouns I should use for you in referential and conversational speech?
Pronouns? Oh god, you have custom pronouns?
Please enter your...
Oh god. I don't want to do that.
The pronoun you've tried to enter appears to be blank. Please try again.
Please don't make me do that again. You're making me do it again. He, him, fuck. Like the input is like a tad bit slow. It's like delayed as hell. If you guys are willing to do this shit, I mean, by all means, do it. Probably can come up with some really funny shit.
Should it be is or are?
He are, he is. Don't ask me those. Fuck. He is, he are, he is. He are. I've never heard he are. That doesn't even make sense. It's not even English. I would assume it's he is.
Here's how your pronouns look in action.
James went to the park. I went with him. He brought his Hassie. At least I think the Hassie was his. He is a good friend. See, like, that would be like he are a good friend. Like, what sense does that make?
Does that look right?
I mean, what are all the options again? Let me see something. You know, I might just... Is that German? Is that German? That might be German. That'd be nice if that was German. I'm just gonna keep it simple.
Thank you. I have input your pronouns.
Hey,
Finally,
pronouns.
could you tell me your preferred diet for use in restaurant recommendations?
Oh my god. Halal? What the hell is that? Gluten-free, vegan, kosher. God damn it, Turing. Fuck, man. Alcohol free.
Diet set as goddammit Turing.
No!
Are you sure?
I'm not sure. Whoops, that's wrong. You know what? Seriously?
Thank you for confirming.
Oh my god. You know what? Whatever.
I have obtained your physical location from GPS and will load local data into my memory as it becomes available. Please review your submitted profile information for accuracy, or restart setup to enter it again.
I'm not entering any of that again.
In review.
He says him and your diet
that
is
sound right?
goddamn it, Turing. Yes. That's fine.
See, that was relatively painless. You should now also be able to access the local map of
I hit
Neo
the fucking
SF.
trigger again. My
The
finger's
meeting with
heavy.
Tomcat isn't until later this evening.
Really?
Perhaps we should head back to your apartment for now.
And do what exactly? Alright, I'm ready to go. I don't think there's
I'm
any
sure we
up
can
here.
find some common ground while getting to know one another better.
I mean, I can imagine that shit in my sink could probably use a good cleansing, and that would take about a good few
it
hours.
will be an efficient use of our time together. Thank you for escorting me here.
Yeah, I did. I guess I did escort you.
Let's head back to your
Imagine
home.
You escorted me here, but it doesn't really matter who escorted who where. This game does not autosave, so please be sure to save frequently. Alright. Thanks for telling me that. I don't think I can pause it while they're talking, though. I don't think I can do that.
You know, your Crassula ovata isn't doing very well.
Crassula. See, this is that shit I was talking about, Turing. The fuck is a Crassula ovata? Give me a second. Oh, my plant?
Have you been overwatering it?
My what?
This jade plant you have on the windowsill here. It's actually a succulent, and since I'm assuming you leave this window open all the time, it should get more than enough water just from the occasional rain blowing in. Speaking of the rain, your decorative plant may be doing poorly, but the mildew in your drywall is flourishing.
Have mildew on my wall? Mildew. Time to get that landlord another call.
I have, in fact, already taken the liberty of sending a request to his office.
Oh, thank you.
And considering the broken window, broken sink, and the lingering sense of disrepair, I am not confident he has a history of following through.
Oh, that sink. Ooh, you know what? I think there's something living in that sink at this point.
I would suggest confronting him in person, but I have run a mesh search, and the man is a convicted felon for assault and battery with a deadly weapon. Perhaps we should bring some sort of a bribe?
Or protection. Or you could protect me if, worst comes to worst.
I will continue to formulate a stratagem.
Please do. The plant's name is Loti. I got it from a friend a couple months ago.
How thoughtful of them. The Crassula ovata, also known as the jade plant, money tree, lucky tree, or friendship tree, is an excellent and easy to care for houseplant.
You legit could have said any one of those other names and I would have known what the hell you were talking about, because they all have something to do with, at some point, being a plant. No, let's go with the Crassula ovata so that way I have to ask you what the hell you're talking about.
They make beautiful bonsai are suitable for beginners and have some cultural significance both in the Far East and America as a token for good financial luck.
It's crazy how it's suitable for beginners, yet I'm very bad at keeping, it up to par. It looks
Most
fine to
likely
me.
an urban legend, but still a nice gift.
Okay, so what do you want me to do about the plant?
I'd like your authorization to have a few tools shipped here. If I replant it into a more suitable pot with sandier soil, it should be thriving again soon.
I'm paying for this?
You just have to remember to water it less frequently. Considering the state of your apartment, I'd have figured you'd neglect it rather than drown it.
Yeah, it's one of those things where if I had done nothing, then everything would have been actually better off.
Ironic, since it would be doing better if you had.
Yeah. Sure, Turing. Whatever you want, man.
Excellent. The supplies should be here soon. I ordered from a place close by to keep the shipping costs down. Oh, one other thing. When I was doing the research on how to best take care of the Crassula ovata, I stumbled upon the persistent belief that talking to plants improves their health.
No kidding.
There is scientific evidence that shows there may be something to the notion, but the methodology in the studies was a bit shaky, so it could all be rank superstition.
I would put it in a superstition. One is not seen as normal talking to plants.
Anyway, I'll have this plant flourishing in no time. If left in direct sunlight, the leaves gain a pretty red tinge to their edges, and it should start flowering in the autumn.
Well, I appreciate that.
It'll really pull the whole room together.
Because my whole room is burgundy and brown. Just everywhere.
You know, once we get the sink fixed.
Oh yeah, that green is a stain in the house, you could say.
Oh, it's almost the time Hayden had scheduled to meet with Tomcat. We should make our way to Stardust soon. Your city map is updated with the location.
Alright, I guess we just hit. Can we do anything about that? You ask the blob in the sink not to loiter, but it bubbles up at you. That is troublesome. Running water might just make it worse. True. You don't know exactly what that ooze is, only that it seems to be growing day by day. Well, that's a problem if it's actually growing day by day. And I sleep here, right? Here's my ID card. Don't stick that in there. It's certainly not going to be the one to reach inside that to retrieve it. True, I'd lose my hand, more than likely. My bed is made. That's pretty cool. Can I talk to you? Turing? No, I can't even. Let's just go to the map then. Holy crap, I actually legit have a map. Oh, I forgot to save. Can I save this? How do I save? Save. There we go. Save. I'll leave it after him, because I don't know how the fuck my shit already knows about that, but alright. Right for my last save. Alright, continue. Let's go to the map. See what's popping off over there. That's right, and let's go here. Stardust Club.
Well, this looks like the place.
Look at those
Assuming the
vehicles.
flashing neon signs are telling the truth. From the sounds of the music, things are already underway at Stardust, even so early. Hopefully we can find Tomcat inside. And some answers.
You know what? That place always has neon going on, even during the day. That's odd to me. That might be normal for them, but that's really odd to me. Neon usually flourishes best at night, which is the reason why he said even so early. But still, they're just doing it like it's normal. A 2062 Cis CR4 coupe, perfectly for letting everyone know you spent a fortune of credits on a car. Here's my ID. The car scans your ID, but nothing happens. You're not gonna get behind the wheel with that. I didn't know it could scan my thing. You push the car. It didn't go anywhere. Talk to parked car. You tell the car to stay parked. It doesn't recognize your voice, so it doesn't respond. Different means same outcome. Still a victory for you. Yeah, because it didn't move anywhere, so, you know, it did what I told it to do. Open sign. It's open. The sign is on 24/7, so that means that's... But the way he put it, he made it seem like usually they won't start earlier in the day, but like, that shit says 24/7. That means they're open at all point in times with the neon. That doesn't make sense to me. Maybe someday, when you have your own nightclub, you can get your own open sign to switch on and off. But until then, this just is not yours. Still want to turn it on and off. Fuck it. These planters are completely self-contained. Bacteria live in the base. They take in oxygen and release CO2 while keeping the soil rich by breaking down decaying material shed by the plant. Alright, can I talk to it? I can poke the plant. You tap on the glass. The plant doesn't seem to notice. Is that shit alive? Either the plant doesn't hear you or it's choosing to ignore your attempts to talk to it. I am a crazy person is what I am, huh? Because it's completely still, water never leaves the system. If you watch closely, you can see the condensation roll off the top and back down to the soil. Whenever I think of condensation, I always think back to that Family Guy skit where that dude thought hella deeply about condensation. That's like my favorite skit of all time. Some plants have been shown to respond to vibration. This plant doesn't seem to be one of them. Alright. This plant is a pretty stunning conversationalist, but in politics it's a little green. That is a bad pun, and I don't like politic puns because I'm not a fan of politics all like that. So please stray away from that in the future. This almost looks meticulously handcrafted until you notice it's the exact same as the one on the front door. Yeah, it is the exact same. That doesn't mean it's not. It can be handcrafted. You can make another one. Holiday jingles start playing as you approach. Okay, so then, don't take that down. It's the holidays. So we are in December. I think I read a journal thing where they were saying some shit about being in December, so let's talk to the bouncer again, or look at the bouncer.
I'm surprised they're using a human bouncer instead of a ROM. That's a nice, authentic touch.
I'm sure he has body modification, so he's not all human. But, you know, assumptions and all that. I'll use my ID card with him.
Alright, looks good to me.
Alright. Can I hug you, sir? You try to hug the bouncer, but he pushes you back with a cold glare. I just wanted a warm embrace, man, alright? I got my room broken into by a robot who wants to be my computer, alright? I need some kind of human interaction here.
Welcome to Stardust.
That's all you got to say? Alright. I mean, I did the thing with the ID card. The door to Stardust is inviting. It looks packed. Wait. These parting silhouettes are just painted on the windows. Oh, you clever bitches.
Welcome to Stardust.
You already said that, friend.
This is the place. Have you ever been here before?
Nah, not my kind of zone.
It does seem to be a bit boisterous for your tastes, at least from what I know of them.
Give me 1 second. He made me do it again. I gotta figure out what the hell boisterous means. Noisy, energetic, and cheerful. I guess. It is a
Still,
club.
the noise and the crowd should help keep our investigation clandestine.
You motherfucker, I just closed Google. Clandestine? What the fuck is wrong with you? Kept secret or done secret? I could have guessed that.
Anyway, where do you think we should start?
let's check the bar, considering that we're already here.
Good idea. Maybe the bartender can tell us where to find Tomcat.
But then again, bartenders typically don't tell you anything. They typically tell you to go away first, and then you have to give them a cold look, or you have to give them some kind of look. You have to prove yourself to them. I don't really get it in movies and games at all. I don't understand what the hell happens, but either way, the main character gets in there some fucking way or another. Can I talk to the chair? I just want to talk to the chair. I can't talk to the chair. It's a chair. That it is. There isn't much to listen to, just a lot of ass. You can listen to ass. You can listen to ass in multiple ways. It's not even a spinning chair. It only looks like one. That is cheap as hell. It's a shot of whiskey. It's not yours. I don't want to drink it. Your ID card. You hold your ID up to the glass. It's someone else's. No shit. I already know that. I'm not drinking a random glass of whiskey. Holy fuck, look at your face. You are a strong one. Why is there you have no eyes, but here you have eyes? Oh no, you have eyes, but then they're black. And then, hold on. You blink there, but you don't blink in the back. Nitpicking, sorry. A gruff-looking man who's down the bar. He seems friendly enough, given his size.
You look great in this picture. What happened? Just kidding.
Oh, fuck you, man. Can I touch you, man? Reaching over the ball like that comes off pretty threatening. Yeah, he would probably snap my finger off like a damn toothpick, so.
Morning, friend. What can I do for you?
Look at that winning smile right there. I don't know what the hell he was winning, but, you know. I was wondering if I could ask you a few questions. Let's start with a drink. I'd like a drink, please.
What are you having?
I'm not looking for 7 minutes. 7 minutes. The subtle bitch. Blueberry more. Comforting bionic femi. It's good. Which one statement? I am not a drinker. I didn't know what the fuck has he spiced drinking game. Holy shit. How long does this list taste like orange? Rusted Lace, Rating Master, Natasha Allegri, Onyx Rum, TMF. Did they just like put random drinks all over the world in here? Doug is in cream, beer, buzzer. That doesn't even sound like a drink. It probably is. Modest Connie, Netherworld, Whiskey, Rita, more. Air drink, Sunshine Cloud, no more Sugar Rush, more. Alright. Fluffy Dream, Maple You Closer. Sober Chef 4, Cesarac, Butch Flower, more. PT, Gut Punch, Sour, Albertini, Groggy Nog, fucking, I don't know, Spicy Gentleman, more. Sickly Sky, Green Tea, Canopy. That's not even. Wait, they have other drinks. You don't have to have a fucking beer. I just remembered. I know that. Core Apple, Scotch, Drop and Roll, Ingredients and Ratios. Ingredients and Ratios? What? It's not even a drink. Rusty Nail. Why would I want that? Wolf Bite Shop, Power Play. That sounds oddly sexual. Whiskey, Michelada, Tokyo Tea, more. Oh my god, Antarctic Harvest, Bears Winter Teeny, Kurt Royale, more. Blue Boy, Clumsy Brother Russian. 7 minutes again. I might get to 7 minutes. Alright, now you're just repeating the fucking things that I can't go back. I want 7 minutes. Persian June, that one again. Bionic Femi. Hansi Spike. I want 7 minutes. Can I get 7 minutes, please? Rusted Glass, Natasha Allegri, tastes like orange. Can I get 7 minutes? I want 7 minutes, please. Air drink. Is that just air in a fucking glass? Are you gonna just give me... Can I just get 7 minutes? 7 minutes. Please. 7 minutes. 7 minutes. 7 minutes. 7 minutes. 7 minutes. 7 minutes. Thank you.
So many drinks these days. Remind me, what's in there?
I have no fucking idea.
Dictionary, the Open Alcoholopedia says...
1 part whipped cream vodka and 1 part 7 Up. Is that an actual drink? 7 minutes. minutes, not a drink. The popular 7 and 7 drink recipe. Popular high whiskey, highballs, SpongeBob masks what you drink for 7 minutes. That is not in one part whipped cream vodka and 1 part 7 down. I have no idea.
Does that sound good?
We'll be here all fucking day if I don't say yes. So yes.
All right, you got it. Coming right up.
7 minutes. Oh, so it's something like 7-Up, probably, considering the color of it.
Now, what is it you need to know?
How did you know I need to know something? I just came up here and asked for a drink. That's very presumptuous of you, but I guess we're just trying to move the narrative forward. I gotta know about you. Fuck it. Could you tell me more about yourself, man?
Oh, I should introduce myself. The name's Majid.
Majid, huh? You look like a Pokemon trainer. You ever been to Pilot Town?
I've been the bartender of Stardust for a few years now, but I've owned it a little longer than that.
You probably was a Pokemon trainer at some point in your life. You look like it.
So, what do you want to know?
Not to be rude, but don't places like this come and go in a flash? But they say Stardust is forever.
That's true, and it was true about Stardust. The first 6 months were great. After that, the interest dried up and the kids moved on to the next big thing.
What's that?
But I guess I'm just stubborn and kept throwing good money after bad. After 2 years in a remodel, things started to pick back up again. We slowly dug ourselves out of the debt hole.
Oh, okay.
We got some regulars around. They started bringing in enough new folks and it reached critical mass pretty quick.
What did you do before Stardust?
Mostly got myself into trouble.
When I immigrated from Pakistan, I didn't have a whole lot of employable skills.
You was a Pokemon trainer, bro. Quit playing with me, bro. I know your ass had a Pikachu and everything, dog. You was fucking everything. You probably had, I don't know how many fucking medals or whatever the fuck, badges. I think that's what it was. I haven't played Pokemon in a while. You was on that shit, dude. You just look like it. You give off this vibe that you're a Pokemon trainer.
But I'm real big, which was enough to get hired for some real dirty stuff. Bodyguard work.
Alright.
Truth be told, I hated the work. I didn't want to be a hired fist my whole life. I wanted something regular, peaceful. I had enough cash saved up to buy this place, which was a hole at the time. The rest is history.
Do Pokemon trainers get paid money? Probably not. I don't know how the hell they maintain their Pokemon when they don't got no damn money. All they do is adventure around and then just... That shit don't make no sense to me.
I'm sure it sounds more exciting than it was.
I'm meeting a Tomcat. Do you know where they are? We're looking for Hayden Weber. Do you know? Maybe. Should I beat around the bush or get right down to the business? We're looking for Hayden Weber. Do you know him?
Hayden. Scientist guy. Does some kind of computer research at Parallax. Pretty sure I know who you're talking about, but I don't think he's around here tonight. Our place doesn't really seem like his scene, but I think he comes in to scout young programming talent. Go figure. I can ask around, find out if anyone's seen him. I'll let you know.
Appreciate it. I'm meeting a Tomcat. Do you know where they are?
I'm pretty sure Tomcat came in earlier, but I don't know where they went off to. I'd ask what you were meeting about, but I know they like to keep that kind of stuff quiet. Maybe try looking out on the dance floor. If they come around here, I'll tell them you're looking.
Okay.
Well, it was nice meeting you, but I gotta get back to work. I'll keep an eye out for Tomcat and send them your way if I see them. Good luck!
Appreciate it, man. And you know, if this shit ever don't work out for you, man, I think you
Enjoy yourself. And don't be a stranger.
Nice grin, man. Just always keep Pokemon in your heart. Anyways, Poster with the face on it? Yeah, let's look at the poster with the face on it. It's a poster ad for the new RX exhibit at New Drive in the Fillmore district. Oh god, I get it right now. Give me a second, please. Sorry about that. Alright. Okay, post it. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's go right. Red. Gotta keep Google like on the side over here and shit just in case the turn wanna get a little fucking deep on me and whatnot. Phone! Stop! Stop! That's what I sound like. All this goddamn noise. Oh my god, would you just be quiet? Sorry about that. A woman stands at a drink table, quietly people watching. Use my ID.
What? Why should I care about that?
Did I just walk up to her and just hold it up to her? You got a death wish, James? I don't have a death wish. I wish I didn't use my first name.
Yes, can I help you?
I'm looking for someone named Tomcat. Do you know where they are?
Not at the moment. They're usually close enough to hear when their name gets dropped. So if that's all you needed from me, I'll get back to cutie cruising. And no, that wasn't an invitation to flirt.
I didn't want to talk to you anyways. Wasn't going to.
Me either. I don't do genotypical.
Okay, I'll get to you in a second. Genotypical. Thinking that. I'm over here thinking that fucking Turing is gonna be my only problem. It's gonna be everybody in this goddamn game. Holy shit, they gave me a whole chart. I ain't looking at that. You got me fucked up.
And I don't know where Tomcat is, so look for them elsewhere.
Alright, I will then, okay?
Sorry, did you say genotypical?
No, Turing, please don't go further into it.
Yeah, as in not a hybrid like me. Now then, I'm not here to educate you, and I do have a life to return to.
Understood. Let Tomcat know we were looking for him if you see him.
Yeah, alright, whatever. Just get moving.
God damn!
Hi there. I heard you were looking for me.
Hello. I didn't get a chance to talk to anybody else here. Are you Tomcat?
Yours truly, though. Although, while I like the attention, it'd be just grand if you didn't holler for me so loudly.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was I not talking loud enough? I thought I yelled to everybody. Hey, is Tomcat here anywhere?
Wouldn't want little old me to get in trouble, huh?
I was yelling at the bartender. He wanted to be a Pokemon trainer. He was a Pokemon trainer in his past. It was like a whole thing. I'm sorry about that, though. I should have put it with both sides of the wall. Wouldn't want me to get in trouble. Oh, I'm sorry. Nah.
So, to what do I owe the pleasure?
A friend of ours, Hayden, has gone missing. We found a note saying he was going to meet you.
Hayden's missing. Well, it's one way to sour my night.
I apologize for that. I have been known to be a wet blanket at times, so
I already saw you got us a little wrong with you, so I'll give you the benefit of the doubt for now.
know about me? Hayden never mentioned your involvement.
Well, sure thing, hon. I helped reprogram the back end on your OS so the AI code Hayden wrote for you would work properly with the mesh network.
I have a distressing lack of information on my own creation. Hayden never saw fit to inform me on what went into designing my programming. Is there anything else you can tell me?
Not much more on that end. I'm a crack shot at making the Lips OS dance to my tune, but Hayden's coding in your AI core is a whole different can of worms. Way out of my league. Sorry, doll. Anything else I can help with?
How did you know Hayden?
Hayden and I met not long after my blackout expired, when he recruited me for my expertise in lips. It puzzled me at the time, since he's very sharp himself. I mean, he could have done the job blindfolded and boozy. I think he just wanted someone working on it off the books. He ain't the most straightforward kind of man.
I always thought scientists were known to be pretty straightforward and not very roundabout, as that impedes progress. What was Hayden working on?
Mostly that little bot you got there. Well, I'm sure he had his fingers in lots of pies, but Turing is all I knew about.
What the fuck? Sorry about that. Do you know why he may have gone missing?
I don't rightly know.
I can't avoid the thought that Hayden's disappearance has something to do with me, based on his recent behavior.
Well, let's see. Hayden was pretty hush-hush about his work on your creation, but if Parallax found out about it somehow, ooh, that might have changed things. It ain't always so good for a big company when their leading product declares independence. I'm certain Hayden had some kind of intellectual property clause written into his contract with them, but he would just get fired, maybe even sued. I can't imagine they would disappear him. I mean, they ain't the CIA or anything.
Let me ask about something else.
As it suits you, hon.
Why was that woman giving me such a hard time?
Oh, don't you worry about Jess, none. She just don't have a lot of patience when talking to genotypical folks like us. She's had to deal with an awful lot of pricks. 'Cause, well...
Because she's a hybrid?
Well, that ain't the most delicate way of putting it, but it makes things tough, you know?
I just only recently learned, so I just...
Nah, I'd leave her alone if I were you. She's sharp enough on her own, but she's got friends in low places. Well, she does owe me a favor, or three. But I ain't sure I want to waste one on pulling your foot out of your own rear, you hear?
Alright, fine. Can you tell me more about your relationship with Hayden?
Of course, hon.
What did it run on Lips OS? I didn't know ROMs did too.
Ooh, it's a powerful OS. And it's since been adapted to run on ROMs after they figured out how much more efficient it is. It's focused on learning algorithms, so it can tailor itself to each user's habits. And it functions through using a distributed mesh network for non-essential public files.
Sorry to say this, but can you explain it like as if I'm a child?
That's just a fancy way of saying all ROMs connect to all other ROMs, within range, and they share all files the user hasn't tagged as private. It's handy in dense population areas like NeoFF since it can bypass regular telecom nodes to access the internet. Out in the sticks, though, you're stuck connecting to regular old pipes. Yeah.
Yuck. Okay, tell us about yourself.
Oh, sure! You may have even heard of me in the news way back when.
I don't remember if I read anything about Tomcat.
About 10 years ago, I hacked into Parallax's main ROM servers. Ooh, caused one hell of a stink, if I do say so myself. People were arguing back and forth whether I was a kid genius or malicious criminal. Earned myself an enforced net blackout for a few years, but I think it was worth it for the prestige.
Oh, the prestige. So which was it? Kid genius or malicious criminal?
I don't know. I didn't really do it to steal anything, but I had to break an awful lot of eggs to crack my way in.
So a little bit of both.
I chalk it up to the exuberance of youth, and now I try to stay on the straight and narrow.
I'm not looking up that word.
Mostly. Sometimes. Oh, who am I kidding? Sometimes I treat this place like it's my own little bat cave.
Why hack into Parallax?
Huh? To see if I could. I mean, Parallax is a mighty big target. Bigger than the government.
What's the deal with the accent? Are you from the South?
Raleigh, North Carolina, dog. Sure, it's not the glitziest town in the world, but folks like the way the sun goes down.
I like the one set the way the sun
This
goes
ain't a bad
down.
town for a southern gal. Lots of clothes. I had to get a third walk-in closet.
Okay, so how do we find Hayden?
Yeah, I'm not real sure, hun. But it would likely help if we knew why he went missing in the first place. I'll stay here and ask around a bit. People know me, and they sure ain't gonna talk to a newbie like yourself.
I've already been through that, so I know.
Why don't you hop back over to Hayden's place and grab the data cache out of his computer for me? We can go over his research notes and see if we can't find a reason for his being vanished. If Parallax is involved, there's probably something we're not seeing yet. Best to get all the clues we can find.
Right.
The data cache would be the best place to start.
Alright, I'll come back when I have the data cache.
Good luck. Turin, you keep out of trouble.
Jess, Rat, Dancer. This. They're really into dancing right now. It's a sweet pair of headphones. Yeah? Dancers on the floor. Those are dancers on the floor. I thought that was part of the wall. They look really hyped. Oh shit. Should have talked to her first. Fucking Jess over there. Then again, she doesn't have a name. Her name is Hype Dancer. That was a short conversation. The party never stops at Stardust, open 24 hours a day. I thought I was going to show every single one of them my ID card. I'm not going to lie to you. The obnoxious beat is even louder and more obnoxious now. Go dancer dances on the floor. Why the hell not? You work your way into the crowd and show off some of your best moves for a while. That was fun. Alright, I guess enough with the dancing. This is something for me to see at the tables. These tables have little touchscreens where you can order drinks from the bar and browse the mesh. You slide your ID on the table and a drink menu pops up. The drink menu is constantly being read out. Okay. have anything good to put on it or under it. And I already drunk my drink. Megaphobiter. It's an arcade cabinet, Megaphobiter. Only the most ghost shootingest, ghoul blastiest fun you'll have this side of the bay. Those damn headphones. Not a good idea. The headphones radiation could screw the logic board inside the cabinet. And if that happens, the unexplainable will transpire. In other words, you don't know what'll happen. Scan your ID to play Megaphone. It's a bit too scary. Scan my ID. This is happening now. Can I get a tutorial? Or am I just... Oh, I'm... alright. Shit. Oh shit, it got faster. I was not ready for this. Okay, I can use the D-pad? Alright, that's cool. I think I missed. Oh my god, I don't have any more. I was out. That hella difficult.
Hooray! You survived! Those ghosts will think twice before messing with you again. Good thing, too.
Were you worried or something? It's only a game, man. Unless it's something I don't know. Arcade punk? Oh, here we go. This punk doesn't look too into what they're playing. In other words, if I talk to him or interact with that person, he might just bully me. It's my ID card. Hey, you don't have to pay to play these. What? Touch him. Joystick buzzer. Is he Australian? Australian? I think that's... Checked out, man. I heard the machine was no days of Stardust recently, but it's been having problems since it got here. Something doesn't seem right once you get to the boss, you know? Wait, really? Something doesn't seem right once you get to the boy. Oh, this. Something doesn't seem right when you get to the boss. What do you mean? Something here. Fuck. I think I got all of them.
You survived! Fantastic effort! I thought you were a goner near the end.
What do you mean? Wait, what happens when you lose? Hold on, I'm gonna intentionally try to lose here. See what happens.
Died. Still though, not a terrible showing. For a human without implants.
They made it seem like there was more going on there. I don't know, whatever. This is the barrier between the arcade and the VIP section. Apparently being isolated far away from the bar or dance floor in video games makes you important somehow. True that. I guess that's everything I can do there, so... there's nothing to smart. You had to leave your drink behind. Oh, no. I thought I drunk it. I didn't know I didn't drink the 7 minutes. Damn, I went through all of that crap to not even drink my drink. That's unfortunate. Like, of all the things that could have happened...
Halt, citizen. This area has been cordoned off by the Neo-SF Police Department as part of an ongoing investigation. I apologize for the inconvenience, but I am not authorized to allow anyone to enter this location.
That's my friend's place. Is everything okay?
I'm sorry, citizen, but I cannot give comment on any currently ongoing investigations. If you would like to leave your contact information with me, I can forward your inquiry to the detective in charge, who will get in touch with you as soon as it is feasible. They may have questions for you. Thank you in advance for your cooperation, citizen.
Listen, I really need to get in there.
That will not be possible, citizen. The area must be preserved in pristine condition for the collection of evidence. Only authorized Neo-SFPD personnel may enter.
Neo-SFPD personnel.
I am required by law to inform you that I am set at
Level 2 guard mode.
and any effort to make unauthorized entry will be met with non-lethal force sufficient to incapacitate.
Okay.
I apologize, but I must ask you to move along.
I don't want any of the level 2,
Loitering around an active investigation area is prohibited by city statute, and I am authorized to issue the citation of a fine to any persons found to be doing so.
I don't want any level 2 persecution, so I'm good off that. Loitering around an active investigation is prohibited by city statute.
We should go ahead and get moving.
Yes, do that.
Oh, drat. I did not expect the police to get involved so quickly. The situation is already growing out of our control.
If I'm being honest, we were in that club for quite a while. I played that game 3 times. I'd be surprised if the police weren't here sooner. You know.
I suppose we don't have to hide the fact of Hayden being missing anymore, but we do have to move faster. Do you have any ideas on how to get in there and grab that data cache?
Maybe we should just let the police take over. I do have a contact inside the Neo-SFPD. Do I?
Who would that be? I found no such connection when I compiled your personal history.
Lexi. She's kind of new to this jurisdiction, but she'll talk to me.
Give me a moment. Oh, I see now. Detective Lexi Rivers. She used to date your sister. I must have missed that link in your history somehow. You have a very poor net presence. It makes anticipating your needs more difficult.
Don't do that, please. Sorry?
It's okay. We'll work on it. Well, setting aside your unreasonable distaste for technology, I agree with your suggestion. Her online profile suggests that she might be willing to work with us off the books, so to speak. A considerable boon, since I would prefer to maintain the clandestine nature of this investigation for now. Let us go and find Miss Rivers to request assistance.
I didn't know I had a sister. I don't know why that just clicked, but I didn't know I had a sister. That would be Detective Rivers' turn.
Oh, right. Should I refresh my protocols for handling titles around Detective Rivers?
You should with any official. That's definitely what I recommend. If you want to keep all your teeth. I don't think he has teeth.
Done and done. We wouldn't want any social faux pas, would we?
Faux pas. I'm not looking that up either.
Now lead the way.
I'm just gonna chalk that up to like something that's like a mistake. Police station added to city map. I legit thought that little marker there was a donut. So we're going to the police station. There's another robot there. The Neo San Francisco Police station for the Richmond district. It has all the charm of, well, any other old police department. Hold on. I like the sound of that beat. Is it gonna drop or that? I fucks with that. Look at dents. This station has seen better days. The wall feels fragile. Maybe someone punched or kicked these dents in. Someone was angry. Considering what I said about Lexi, probably she did it. An ED-64 police unit attends the front desk. The chatter of the Neo SFPD police stream fills your ears. Is this even legal? No, but dear God, if I can do that without the robot noticing, that could be hella useful. But then I can listen in on like police chatter. You don't need to show your ID to the police ROM. It knows who you are via facial scan. Alright. Maybe touching the front desk attendant isn't a good idea. I will touch the robot if I feel the need to, okay?
Welcome to the Neo San Francisco Richmond District Police Station, citizen. How may I be of assistance today?
Hey, didn't I just see you over at my friend's apartment?
I believe you are mistaken, citizen. Perhaps you encountered another Parallax ED-64 law enforcement ROM.
In my limited experience, I have found that ROMs, much like humans, do not appreciate it when they are told they remind you of someone else.
Okay, my bad. I'm looking for Detective Lexi Rivers. Tell her it's James.
Please give me a few moments to get in contact with Detective Rivers. Thank you for your patience. Unfortunately, Detective Rivers is out on assignment at the moment, but she has given me her authorization to send you her way. You can find her by the Carousel Building in Golden Gate Park, but I will caution you to exert care.
Why is that? Why is that?
She is working an investigation right now, and we are not responsible for your safety should you approach. Is there anything else I can help you with?
My friend's apartment is being quarantined off. Can you tell me? No, it didn't tell me.
I apologize, citizen.
This is a public park ROM. It roams this designated area to offer water and directions to tourists. It also takes donations. Oh my. You mean to tell me it can just offer water? Like in a park? Bro, if you were running through a park, this little park ROM gets water for free. And it's for free? Bruh. Chill, bruh.
Would you care to donate some credits to the
ROM Recycling for a Greener Earth Foundation?
Nah, I'm good. Sure. I mean, do I have credits? I'm already in debt. Fuck it.
Thank you so much!
Alright,
Hello, I'm Alf.
no thank you.
Alright.
Okay, this is the only eagerly casually dressed fellow. Is squatting at a 90-degree angle. Looks like he's taking a photo of his mom. The photo doesn't compare to my new ROM. It's an Apollo MK-V11V2 model. I don't know why the hell I read that as V11. This isn't a park ROM, it's mine. Could you take a photo of me and my adorably precious ROM? Thanks. No problem, guy. You enjoy your ROM, sharply dressed woman.
Do you think I'd look nice in that hat?
Wouldn't hurt to try. I'll take you shopping sometime.
I'd really love that. Maybe it would look better in orange or a green.
Why orange or green?
Perhaps a mauve?
I'm not familiar with that color. why'd you do it then? Don't want to reiterate on it. Just why'd you do it? If you're
Originally built by the Herschel Spillman Company in 1914, this carousel is still one of the outstanding attractions near the children's playground.
A quiet voice reads information about the carousel's history. I
don't think we have time to ride it, even though it looks fun.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, I didn't even see that arrow off to the side there. Why spend credits on great yet expensive coffee when there's a park where I'm giving out free water? Because maybe I want some fucking coffee, okay? You won't let me drink the water, just like you wouldn't let me drink my drink. My 7-minute drink. So much to buy that you really don't need. Screw yeah, those snack stands go. Hello, Elvis. A very distraught owner of a very destroyed for you stand. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Wow, those headphones are pretty A1.
Like A1 steak sauce?
Can't you see I'm busy here?
No, you're just standing here. With your hands up. Like as if you're shrugging. This pump controls the flow of water to the park room. Oh, so that's what it's doing. It's currently on and pumping strong. Okay, so that's what that was doing. A broken beat of froyo stand. You read about it in the newspaper. You can't get froyo today. The entire stand was destroyed. I can't ask him why. I can ask him about it though. You just got charged for a couple of... Aw, fuck me. Apparently the RFID payment system is still working despite the state of the stand. In other words, I just got charged for something and I can't even fucking buy. I can't even get the item I just purchased by accident. Wasn't activated by voice. Can I?
Look, I've gone through a lot today. Just give me some space, okay?
Oh, Lexi, look at that. One of the, if it's fine, it's wrong, so on assignment on the park. Don't walk, to run, donut walk. New menu includes the Kronenberg and the Ridley Biscotti. Huh. Even the police feed has ads these days. Hello, Lexi. That's Detective Lexi Rivers. You met her through your sister a while back, but you haven't seen her in some time until today. Looks like her eye is bleeding.
I know who you are.
Alright, well, you want to talk and not be awkward? Like, I know who you are.
Huh. I didn't think anyone actually bought this brand.
Yeah, I mean, it's the only brand that I saw. It's probably not a good idea to push Lexi around. I wasn't going to push her around. I was going to, yeah.
Hey there. Long time.
No, see. So I see we both went to the Sonic University school. Fuck it. Alright, I fucked the joke
Give me
up.
a few minutes to wrap this up, okay? I swear you wouldn't believe the amount of paperwork I have to file over a damn wrecked froyo stand. By the way, how's your sister doing?
She's fine. What's up the froyo stand?
I don't know if you've heard, but we got some phantom robot on the loose that everyone is calling Wonder Boy.
Wonder Boy?
Supposed to be a hero of the people or something, but I have no idea what smashing a froyo stand has to do with it. I guess it's just a bunch of kids screwing around at night and getting a thrill out of some light vandalism. But the brass said to take it seriously, so that's what I'm gonna do. It's not like I have real cases I could be working on or actual criminals to be hunting down or anything.
Alright, you just got mad at me just now. I mean, I didn't do it. I didn't tell you to do this case.
If I had known that this is all they would give me, I never would have transferred.
Why did you move anyway?
I transferred because the credits were good. I thought being in a bigger city would mean I'd get to work some bigger cases. Instead, I'm stuck chasing ghosts and dead ends.
That's unfortunate. What's the problem with you?
A Let's see. I'm too young for full detective. I'm too big of a hothead. I've got a history. I have augments. Take your pick. So yeah, I have plenty of spare time to help you with whatever you got. It's gotta be better than dealing with this crap. Hold on one sec. Let me steal a break from this guy. So, fill me in. What's going on?
An old friend of mine, Hayden, has gone missing.
Oh, shoot, that's no good. How long have they been gone? I'll have a hard time getting a focused effort on the case immediately unless there's evidence of foul play.
Unfortunately, Detective, things are precisely that serious. I am Hayden's personal ROM, and I was witness to the kidnapping. I can assure you Hayden was taken by force, and that time is of the essence. Just prior to the incident, he instructed me to seek help should anything bad happen. I now believe he has been expecting trouble of this magnitude. We need your help if we're going to track him down.
Damn. All right then. I'll do what I can to open up an investigation. I can't guarantee I'll be put on the case, conflict of interest and all, but I can sure keep tabs on things for you.
I was hoping we could keep this off the books.
Yes, Hayden is a senior researcher at Parallax, and I know he was working on some very high-profile projects for the company. It's quite likely that he was taken by somebody with enough money and influence to ensure anything official goes nowhere. You yourself have already cast doubt on your superior's judgment. Unfortunately, we share the sentiment. In fact, we know there is already some kind of currently ongoing investigation. We were stopped from entering Hayden's apartment by an NSFPD ROM. That's why we came to you. We were hoping you would be empathetic to our cause.
You know, you're a bit chattier than most ROMs.
Tell me about it.
I guess it makes sense that Parallax employees get the shiniest new toys, huh? I'll see what's going on in the department. I don't know what I can do if someone inside actually is dirty, but I can pass information to you if I decide my superiors aren't taking things seriously.
And if they are taking things seriously, that means you won't be on our side at that point then?
They wouldn't have left only one bot by the door if it was something important enough to squash. Hopefully it's unrelated. I'll get back to you on it soon. Just relax and we'll figure this out. Promise.
Can you escort us into the apartment yourself?
No way, not gonna happen.
Okay, sorry I asked.
If there's already an investigation, I'm not gonna let you just waltz in and tamper with evidence, cover up or not. At least give me a day to make sure they're doing the job right.
What happened, Lexi? You used to play by your own rules.
Don't you try to pull that guilt shit on me. I know you and I have gotten into a few scrapes in the past, but that vigilante stuff gets real old after a while. It's why I took this nice, stable job in the city. If I'd done it sooner, I'd still be with your sister.
You're gonna put his life in danger because you don't want to stir the pot?
Damn it. You know that isn't what I meant. You don't even have proof there's dirty cops in on it, and I can't work off a hunch, not on an accusation that big. You think me feeding info to a journalist of all people isn't bad enough?
We'll have a better shot at this if we work it from both ends.
All right, fine. I'll get you into the damned apartment. Just be careful, okay? I know you think I'm just being paranoid, but the city is tense right now. With the protests and everything going on, you might be poking around in a hornet's nest. Get a weapon of some kind and stay safe. I still care about you.
Thank you, Lexi. Thanks, Lexi. I'll be careful.
You do that. I'll radio ahead to the bot of the place. Let me know what you find out. All right, I'd better get out of here. Hey you, Froyo guy. Come along to the station and we'll get this report filed.
Who, me? But I've gotta attend my stand.
Oh shit, smash the fuck up. You ain't tended shit.
What the crap? It's not going anywhere, and the robot I posted will make sure nobody messes with the crime scene.
Yes, ma'am.
Later. I'll be in touch.
You be in touch. Oh, they left. So, I need a weapon?
This is the Sharon Art Studio, established in 1968.
Oh fuck, I'm going way too long without saving. I'm doing that, but that's a mistake of
classes
mine.
and workshops for all ages.
Hold on, alright, let's try, I'll probably go for like a little bit longer. I'll tell this one, Lexi. About that, but whatever. I guess I gotta go somewhere else. Yeah, I do. Back to Hayden. This guy's still in my way, I see.
Halt, citizen. This area has been cordoned off by the Neo-SF Police Department as part of ongoing investigations. Okay. I apologize for the inconvenience, but I am not authorized to allow anyone to enter this location.
I have permission from Detective Lexi Rivers to enter here.
One moment, citizen, while I verify Detective Rivers' authorization. Authorization obtained. Good luck with your investigation, citizen. I caution you to restrict your observations to the visual, though, as there has not been an officer in to check the scene personally.
Isn't that better for me? Hayden's door. Okay, so Hayden, this was this door. Random door. That's not Hayden's apartment. No shit. You let the door scan your ID, but it stays locked, as it should. Knock, ring bell. I'll ring the bell. Shucks, no response. Alright. Yeah, well, I mean, if they didn't come to that, a dog starts barking at you. Alright, well, I ain't fucking with that at that point yet. That's all you gotta tell me. Oh my god.
What? Oh no. No. Our apartment. My home. Who could have done this? Why?
And everything is gone. Like, well, the stuff that was on the floor is like in the TV over there. Jeez, those tabs like Human Revolution graffiti.
What does the Human Revolution want with Hayden? Why would they break our things? I don't know what to do. This place, these items, they're all I have of Hayden. What if he's gone for good? What will I do if we can't find him? This was all I had left.
Get it together and relax. It's just stuff.
You're right. I apologize for the emotional outburst. Well, let's look around and see if we can find the data cache in all this mess.
The computer's not even there anymore.
We don't have time to waste on my histrionics.
Humanity has changed rapidly in the last century. Hybridization of the human genome and cybernetic augmentation has, in the human revolution's viewpoint, diluted the purity and strength of the species.
I think you're right about this being human revolution propaganda, but Hayden is an unlikely target. I know they don't like Parallax because they think advanced technology in general is bad, but they spend most of their time going after hybrids and cyborgs. I'll run some deep meshnet searches and see if anything turns up.
Someone took the time to methodically, I don't know how to say that word properly, shred the poor plant. And that plant was in better condition than my plant. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. A ROM piece has been embedded in the high-res screen. I can't, can I guess I can't look at it too much. The view is marred by graffiti and splintered glass. I can't really look at it. Tape empty desk. The desk has been ransacked and tagged with spray paint.
I think the data cache is gone.
I said that when we first came in. It's the first thing I noticed.
We've searched everywhere, and it just isn't here. I hate to return to Tomcat empty-handed, but this leaves us twisting in the wind. Perhaps they can point us in a new direction.
Perhaps they can.
The data cache is no longer our main objective, but it would be nice to know where it is and why it was taken. I wonder what the human revolution would need the data cache for anyway.
Maybe they took it to delay Hayden's research.
That's a distinct possibility. I just don't have enough personal experience with the human revolution to give you an honest answer. The information on the meshnet is extremely conflicting and desperately polarized. Some of it paints them as neo-druid nature lovers, other parts as bigots stuck in the past. Perhaps we could... Hey! What's wrong? No!
What the fuck happened? This game does not autosave, so please be sure to save frequently. I love the constant reminders of that. I wonder what happened to me. Chapter 2. Should we go a little bit further? Where are we?
Thank goodness you're finally awake! I have spent the past 30 minutes calculating the odds of you being indefinitely incapacitated or immobilized. I'm relieved to find my pessimism was misplaced and that you appear to be okay.
My head is killing me. What happened?
Someone ambushed us at the apartment. After you collapsed, my power systems were jammed by whoever attacked us. It took me 2 minutes to reboot and call an ambulance. When we left, I noticed they had done the same thing to the NSFPD ROM that was standing post. It takes a lot of power to crash one of those, even temporarily. Serious military hardware like that is difficult to obtain, but that type of non-lethal electrical field would interrupt my systems as well. Likely a mil-spec neuro-scrambler.
And why did they attack us and just leave?
If we walked in on them while they were searching the apartment for Hayden's files, I can understand them stunning us to make their escape. but the probability that they're actually after me, or rather the research behind my creation, seems high. Leaving me when I was so vulnerable makes no sense.
Who do you think did this?
I now believe my original hypothesis to have been correct. Hayden must have been... Trashing our apartment may have been a cover for the theft of the data cache we were looking for.
Maybe it really was someone unrelated?
Possible, but a drastically improbable coincidence. The solution with the fewest assumptions is most likely to be correct. I think for now we should behave as if Hayden's kidnappers are closing in on us.
Did you see who hit us?
No, I didn't. They assaulted us from behind, and nothing showed up on my optics before I was disrupted. They either had cloaking of some kind, or were extraordinarily careful while making their way into the apartment. My optics, while not top of the line, are better than an off-the-shelf ROM's, and I should have been able to detect any thermal changes from someone being there. Oh, before I forget, here are your belongings. The nurses had me hold on to them for you until you awoke.
Surprised they didn't take the headphones from me.
Here's your ID
Damn
card.
headphones.
Don't lose this again.
Thank you for giving me my ID card that I shoved into everybody's face. Thank you for my damn
I noticed
headphones.
the article on your computer before. Good job getting published. And finally, here's your commemorative glass of water that you got from Alfie. Looks like it got broken. Now all we have is this broken commemorative glass. Also, your bag got wet.
Maybe we should just throw the glasses away.
You're right. You wouldn't want to cut yourself. Just let me know when you want to leave.
Excuse me. Are you talking about Hayden Weber?
You seem to be doing okay. You're a writer, not a doctor. Sit back down. How are things, Medicount?
Everything is okay.
Good enough. Standard hospital curtains, low quality fabric, tacky sterla color, and steam cleaned beyond recognition. Open curtains. What the Can I close the curtains again? Has Turing been sitting here by your side the entire time? Turing already knows who you are. He gave me to it. It doesn't take headphones like these to hear Turing loud and clear all the time.
I think I recognize that voice, but I can't be sure.
Good God. You're a patient? What? Seems he's your roommate.
Sorry for being a nosy Nancy. Hayden's an old friend of mine, and this sounded all too familiar.
I'm not gonna lie. Your pixelated version of your face has the most creepiest smile I've ever seen. It looks innocent, but at the same time, it looks so devilish.
Has anything happened to him?
Were you listening in on our conversation?
I hate to be the one to tell you, but privacy screens are hardly soundproof. However, if this situation concerns us both, perhaps we can help each other.
who are you?
Of course, I've not yet introduced myself.
As most characters in this game tend to wait until later in the conversation to do so.
My name is Dr. Yannick Fairlight, and I'm the founder and former CEO of System 1 Software, now owned by Parallax.
He is telling the truth, at least as far as I can intuit from information on the meshnet. And I do recall Hayden mentioning a Dr. Fairlight, at least once in passing at some point.
See, I don't bite.
Maybe not yet.
I won't press you for details, but perhaps I could be of some assistance, I remember my association with Hayden fondly, and I'd be happy to help in any way I can.
You said former CEO?
Ah, yes. As I've mentioned, Parallax acquired my company, System 1 Software. I accepted a CTO position, and additionally served on Parallax's board for several years. The other directors and I had a difference of opinion about the direction the organization should take. The non-centralized data scheme for most ROMs used today seemed ludicrous at the time. We were playing with fire, dangerous, morally ambiguous fire, and well, we hadn't invented a bucket of water. So when Parallax's servers were destroyed by hobbyist hackers, well, needless to say, it was a PR nightmare. Everything halted until we could get the damage fixed. And since the security work that goes into maintaining the integrity of near-impenetrable meshnet is astronomically expensive, we had our share of disagreements. In the end, I was voted off the board and they went on without me. Do I have hard feelings? Of course. Who wouldn't? In the end, though, it really doesn't matter. I'm an old rich man with enough hobbies to last the next 2 decades.
How did you meet Hayden?
Hayden and I made our acquaintance when the 2 companies first underwent the merger. At the time, he was a young, hotshot researcher working in the search data correlation sector. He was assigned to find the best ways to integrate Parallax's own collection and analysis tools into System 1's LIPS operating system. He was a bit much to handle at times, honestly, but I admired his passion for the subject.
Do you know anything about Hayden's research?
His research? No, not so much. I remember at the time he had interest in advanced machine sapience, but that is the realm of science fiction. He once showed me a prototype of his. She was quite clever, very convincing, but you could tell she did not contain the spark of life. I assume that you are another of his creations.
Yes, I am. I'm sorry. I didn't introduce myself. My name is Turing. Did you say she?
Ah, yes. She was quite insistent on that fact over the course of my conversation with her. Hayden said that she had picked out the color for her casing herself. Pastel pink.
Pastel pink.
Still, I must assume you are far more advanced than she if you're spearheading the search for your creator. Perhaps I should have had more faith in Hayden's little hobby.
Do you know what became of her, or where she might be now? Hayden has told me so little of his past research.
I'm sorry, Turing. It was a long time ago, and I'm afraid my memory is not what it used to be. If any of my contacts in Parallax make mention of your erstwhile sibling, I'll pass it on to you.
Thank you, Dr. Fairlight.
Let me ask you about something else.
Of course. Ask away.
How can you help?
I can think of a few ways. I still have some contacts in Parallax and can put out some quiet feelers. Maybe they'll know something. I will admit, I don't have much to offer until there's more information. Is there anything you can tell me? I'd like to help in any way I can. What did you find at Hayden's apartment?
The first time we went, nothing. But when we went back to extract his computer's data cache, the place had been pillaged, and the human revolution had spray-painted slogans all over our walls. Hayden's computer was gone, and we were assaulted. And now we're here, injured and losing our trail with each passing second. We're still frustratingly in the dark and running out of time. I fear Hayden is slipping out of reach. I am failing him.
I'm very sorry to hear that. I wish I could do more. Hayden's company was most enjoyable.
So what do you want?
What do I want? It would be nice to be young again. Play the darling of the company. Court, prince, and pauper alike. But right now, someone I grew very fond of is in great danger. I simply wish to see Hayden home again, safe.
What are you doing here?
The chair you find me in is an advanced diagnostic and life support ROM. Its development is one of my hobbies, so to speak. It monitors my vitals and administers medications as necessary to keep my body stable. I likely would have perished long ago without it, or at least would have been severely bedridden. It requires frequent maintenance, and I'm here to have it examined. There's a particular fellow at this hospital who is the only one I trust to run the correct diagnostics and fine-tune things to my exact needs. It's the same way you might get your car serviced, making sure everything's in check. It's too integral to my health to count on just luck. Unfortunately, many critically injured patients were rushed into surgery all at once. My appointment has been pushed back. The hospital administrators placed me here with a resting patient so as not to be disturbed by the chaos outside. I don't think they expected you to awaken quite as quickly as you did.
It's been very interesting speaking to you, Dr. Fairlight.
Turning, are you sure we can trust him?
I don't think we have any choice.
If I'm looking into this on my own, you might as well benefit from it. We both want the same thing, yes? It's up to us to seize opportunity when it appears. I think I have a lead for you two that will prove most useful. You said you found human revolution slogans spray-painted on the walls? I am acquaintances with the man leading the current human revolution protests at the Genus Clinic. His name is Brian Mulberry. After an introduction from me, he may be willing to shine some light on that particular event.
How do you know this, Brian Mulberry?
Well, when I exited Parallax, I sought out like-minded individuals. We worked together to prevent a full deployment of the meshnet system. Brian Mulberry was one such person. We did not succeed in our efforts, obviously. Come to think of it, that event might have been what prompted Brian to take a more radical stance against technology. But yes, our motivations aligned for one brief time, and I gained his respect from it. Hopefully, that can be useful for you.
Wait, you're involved with the human revolution?
No, not in this lifetime. Even if I so desired, I don't think they would approve much of my work. While Mr. Mulberry and I were associated with each other once, it was before he joined the human revolution. I find their methodology too aggressive, and their stated goals dangerously backwards. While I pushed for careful deployment of technology after the Parallax System 1 merger, I am no caveman. After all, I'd likely be dead without the advanced technology that goes into this chair.
Well, thank you for helping us out like this.
I will send a message downstairs to my assistant, Leon Decker. He will hand you one of my cards to prove your association with me to Mr. Mulberry. Make sure you speak to him before you leave. And try to find out any other information about Hayden that I might be able to pass on to you.
Sorry about that. I had to switch microphones. Was noticing some weird static. Hopefully this is better.
I'll be in contact. It was a pleasure meeting you both.
We should get going, Turing.
Ah, of course. Please, do not let me delay you any further. Good luck, Turing. I don't think Hayden's faith in you is misplaced. You are an impressive piece of technology.
Thank you, Dr. Fairlight. We'll be in touch. Should I call downstairs to have you discharged?
Yeah. Let's go.
You are one lucky dog. Didn't I tell you to be careful? Do you get it now? I can't be around to pull your ass out of the fire all the time anymore. I don't even know how I would have handled the Board of Inquiry or your sister if you'd actually been hurt.
Jeez.
I'm sorry, Detective Rivers. Our assailant got the drop on us due to my negligence and lack of technical prowess. This is all because of my failure. Blame me. It's my fault.
Sure, because the robot fresh off the assembly line is going to know how to handle this kind of thing better than the supposedly hard-boiled journalist you're carting around.
Well, to be honest, Detective Rivers, I think I'll tell you the whole truth, since my friend here trusts you. Keep it under your hat, though, metaphorically. I am no ordinary ROM, but actually a prototype designed to be the first fully sapient machine. I suspect creating me is the main factor behind Hayden's disappearance, beyond his day-to-day research for Parallax. My name is Turing.
Whew. Okay. Hi, Turing.
Surprised she never asked for his name before.
Well, that is a damn bigger problem than you first let on, huh, old pal? First machine sapient. People are gonna have things to say about that. especially the human revolution. Ugh. This is exactly what I wanted to avoid. You sure know how to get yourself dropped in the drink. Just get it together, both of you.
About what?
Someone higher up in the department is trying to delay any search into Hayden's disappearance. Here's the story. Apparently, the investigations you ran into this morning were about the lock on the apartment door being reported broken by a neighbor. The building couldn't reach Hayden, so they went ahead and got it fixed on their own, but the NSFPD sent a bot to check things out and guard the place for a while afterward, right? Standard procedure, treating it as a break-in. Have someone there for when Hayden shows up. Obviously, you and I know there's a bigger story, but when I filled out the missing person report, I was informed in no uncertain terms that I am to wait an entire 48 hours before I can upgrade the existing case. Why? Just on the off chance the door being busted and Hayden being missing are unrelated and my search screws something up for the completion of the break-in report. As if. There's a problem if you're so by the book you're getting paper cuts. And that was before all of this happened. The chief's not happy about whoever took the bot out. That's who they're after now. They won't even care if Hayden never shows.
That's all points bulletins, man.
Today's assault and the vandalization of our apartment will only make the entire situation more confusing and sensitive for the police.
There's too many moving parts to piece anything together, and it's not fun trying to argue with the bureaucrats that one thing happened over another. These little incidents of smashing shit and spray paint sound more like Froyo Stand 2.0 to them than a serious abduction.
And I suppose I won't be very useful as a witness to the kidnapping without explaining the makeup of my being to the entire department, which will only scandalize things further. Darn it all.
Look, it's not being squashed completely, so I don't think anyone's been bought. But until there's undeniable proof Hayden was taken by force, they're gonna care more about the poor doorknob and some paint on the walls than him being missing. Which means somebody definitely has some influence, enough to buy themselves time by forcing me to follow protocol to a T. Not that I will, but I'm gonna have to keep things quiet.
It sounds like it's going to be up to us.
Yeah. So stop messing around.
Alright, I wasn't messing around to begin with.
There's certainly a story here, but if you keep botching your moves, you'll blow it. I'd really rather you not be involved at all, but I know that isn't going to happen at this point.
Not after someone potentially clubbed me in the back of my head and sent me to the hospital. I mean, hell no.
I've got a bad feeling people are going to end up dead over this. I don't want you to be one of them, buddy. And I really don't want to be the one making that call to your sister. Please.
I'm sorry, Lexi. I'll be careful. I promise.
Yeah, I know. Just here.
She gave me a zapper.
Take this. Use it if you have to.
Is this the same thing we got hit with?
It's not. This is a medium-range electrolaser pistol. It uses a low-power laser to create a channel of ionized gas to complete a circuit between the gun and the target, then discharges a considerable amount of current into the air. Think of it as a wireless taser of the older variety. This is a more suitable personal defense weapon, and it is legal to carry in the OSF without a license. The neural scrambler we were attacked with uses a powerful electromagnetic field to disrupt electrical signals in the target's nervous system. That's far more dangerous and prone to be permanently damaging to the target. You got lucky.
Oh, I did. I so did.
I told you to get a weapon, but you didn't, so I picked it up on the way here. Be smart with it.
Was there somewhere where I could have gone to pick up a weapon before I went there? Probably. Thanks. I hope I won't need it.
Me either. I'll be in touch if I find anything out, but don't hold your breath. My superiors are gonna keep leaning on me to do nothing.
Oh, and that's a hard lean, too. I feel bad for you.
back to the grind, I guess. See ya. Stay safe.
Thank you for your time, Detective Rivers. You should talk to the receptionist and formally check out before we go anywhere. We should also look for Dr. Fairlight's assistant, Mr. Decker. He should be somewhere around.
Alright, and I am actually going to end it there. We are in chapter 2. I think we are just crossing the beginning portion of this chapter. So far things have gotten interesting. We got hit over the head and shocked and knocked unconscious, sent to the hospital. Things are getting serious here. Yeah, I'm gonna try to save this bitch. Name it ambulance for no reason, or ambulonk. I like that too. Fuck it, ambulonk. All right. See you guys next time.